Feel it in the kitchen. You know what? There's never been a better time to live in Illinois.
Oh, you better believe it.
Fresh foods, fresh fruits, vegetables, the healthy hippie chef. You have a plethora of all things good.
Fresh and local.
Yeah.
You can eat, when you eat vegetables, you can eat 2, sometimes 3 times as much.
Yeah, and you can get full, and you don't have to eat that other stuff like chocolate fudge cake and all that stuff.
Well, you can have a little bit. So this is a great recipe no matter when, okay? Winter, summer, spring, fall. Now, a little trick I use when I do my potatoes, I boil them in little vegetable broth or chicken broth. That's just a little tip. It'll give you a little more flavor, okay? So after you get these all boiled up and you're kind of letting them cool and whatnot, you're gonna chop up, about half of an onion. And this recipe, you can kind of make it your own. What I do with it, a lot of the traditional potato salads have a ton of potatoes and mayonnaise, okay? Very high fat, lots of calories.
But so good.
This one, I like to just fluff it up with all these vegetables.
Yes,
and so pick your favorites, Get your kids in here, let them help you out, pick what their favorites are. You're gonna use about a cup of celery. I'm just going to use some sweet peppers, green peppers, whatever you got, whatever you like. So see all these vegetables that you're adding in, and it looks beautiful too.
Yeah.
Now, when I make my deviled eggs, I do not use mayonnaise. I use a vinegar mustard base with my yolks, and I take out half the yolks. So that's, even making them a little more healthy.
Yeah.
Little yolk is fine. Okay, so then you're just going to chop up about 3 or 4 deviled eggs to add into this. By the time your potatoes are cooled, now I use the red skins on this one. Whatever you got's fine. I like the red skin. I say skin to win because there's lots of good nutrients.
Oh yeah,
minerals in the skins.
You have to eat the skins.
If you've got some picky eaters, go ahead and peel those after. I used about 12 small little red potatoes. Okay?
We were talking about a trip to the market recently, and if you'll pay attention now, there's actually signs that'll say homegrown, like grown right here in Illinois, and I tend to gravitate that way now, knowing that we've met these people and we know they're working hard. You want to support them.
We're going to add in our favorite ingredient of today. Do those not smell delicious? My grandma taught me how to make these when I was a little girl. But like I said, sometimes when you get into your relishes and different things, you find some ingredients on there that you don't know what it is. And with Kathy's, and even if you make them homemade, you know what's going into this is good, and it's good for your family, and you feel good about feeding it. And you can put as much as you want. Even a little bit of the juice is fine.
Yeah.
Now, I'm big on homemade dressings, and this is my dressing of the year, I guess I like to say. It's a light vinegar ranch type dressing, and this works great on salads as well. So I've got already in here 1/4 cup of just water, okay? We're gonna add in 1/2 cup of seasoned rice vinegar.
Vinegar, I knew I smelled that.
Love our seasoned rice vinegar. Okay, we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of your mayo with olive oil. It's got olive oil in it there, a little bit healthier. We are going to add in now these are dried parsley flakes. This is about a tablespoon.
But I guarantee you, if you search far and wide, you're going to find that farmer in Illinois that makes all the the fresh herbs.
Dry your own. This is a little bit of dill weed, and that's so good in the summer too. Okay, we've got a couple teaspoons of garlic, a couple teaspoons of onion powder. You can also dice up some onions in this, would be wonderful. And we got about a teaspoon of celery salt, and this is some fresh ground black pepper. Now, you can whisk this, but let me tell you, it's much easier for this recipe since you got your little bit of mayonnaise in there.
Oh, look
Shake
at
it.
you.
Okay, and you're kind of getting a workout as you do it. There you go. So, now just, a lot of times I'll take my finger and just test it. Smell it. Does that not smell good? So, I mean, you can use as much as you want. You don't have to use the whole amount on it if you think it's a little too much, but I'm just gonna toss it over there. Believe it or not, what's so good about this too, this is even good 3rd and 4th day because the longer it sets and it soaks that up, it's delicious. And my husband, a lot of times he'll take a packet of that tuna and he'll just pour that in and eat the whole bowl.
You got a meal in a bowl right there.
Look at all that fresh, delicious. And then you can take some fresh parsley that you've picked up from your farmers and just kind of make it pretty like that. So that's the recipe. That's basically all there is to it.
Explore an ever-expanding variety of wholesome, locally grown foods when you shop Illinois, where fresh is. For more information, visit IllinoisWhereFreshIs.com.
If you see a farmer, thank a farmer. Go up to him, tell him you love him, you need him, keep growing our food. they will really appreciate it. I don't think we tell them enough and realize all the hard work they do.
Very good.
You know, from dawn till dusk. And so just go up and thank a farmer.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm. We're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. And we're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
It's like a salad in itself.
But it's like I say, when people love potato salad or something, well, you can still make it really healthy, and you can eat 3 bowls of that compared to one or the other, you know, and you get full, and you're not like drugged down. You're not. It'll energize you.
It's so light.
You know,
it's so light, but so tasty. My goodness.
Watch the Healthy Hippie Chef on The Spiel.